Good day. My name is Richard Chichakli. I am making this video and I intend to put it in a public domain in response to the indictment that was rendered against me by the United States government on the 17th of February of 2010, a few days ago. The indictment alleges that I committed crime. The crime is violating the sanction that was originally placed against me by the United States government itself back in 2005, April 2005, for allegedly being connected, managing or directing the financial activities of Victor Bout at that point. Of course, the story of 2005 was investigated from 15 of September 2002 until October of 2008, and by the end of 2008 they found absolutely nothing to support their theories, and they found no wrongdoing on my part. So now we have this indictment. The United States is not going to acknowledge that they made a mistake. They never admit making a mistake. Iraq war was not a mistake. And they are not prepared either to lose, because they never lost anything. If we lost, it means we are weak, and we are not weak. The United States never lost Vietnam War. So they're not going to lose this little case that they made it as big as the war because of little guy like me. Everything in that indictment, everything, collectively and individually, is nothing but lies, set of lies. It starts with the same old drum story that you've been hearing for 10 years. Victor Bout was the monster of the world. We know everything about him, but for all of these years we failed to identify one thing wrong he's done. One thing. We cannot come up with one set of evidence that we can take to a court. So that's why we lost in Belgium, and then we lost again in Thailand twice. So whatever that story, that's how the indictment starts, telling all of those horror things about Victor Bout. But this time, my name is exactly with him at the same time. And then they went on to tell the grand jury that I was the director, financial doer, the manager, the chief financial manager of this global organization that run by Victor Bout. The global organization that never seen me. They say that I ran the day-to-day activity. Day-to-day activities. I am a person who was never heard of, never seen, never directed, never interacted with people, with clients, with banks, with customers, with vendors. I'm just supposed to be, they want you to believe that I was doing the day-to-day activities, because if you don't believe it, God forbid, everything they say gotta have to be a lie, and that's something cannot happen, not in the United States. This U.S. attorney always tells the truth. I'm gonna show you that he lies. He lies worse than a dog, but he lies. They wanted you to believe that I was there while I was in the United States Army. They never mentioned that I was in the Army. The reason they didn't mention it, because you, the public, may sometimes question, wait a minute, you said he was working for Victor Bout. How the hell he was working for Victor Bout and he was a soldier in the Army, directing air traffic control or doing whatever he does? That's something you will be asking, and they don't want you to ask. They're counting on you not asking. And I wonder why you don't. Because if I can run day-to-day financial activity of a conglomerate that runs arms around the globe, as the United States said, I wonder how could be doing PT and directing air traffic control and teaching special forces how to speak Arabic. It just doesn't add. But nonetheless, nobody questioned that. Nobody questioned how could I be supposedly working for Victor Bout for over a decade as they said exactly, while I was doing accounting. 500 tax return a year, payroll checks, over 500 clients, 3 offices. Perhaps it wasn't me, or perhaps I was able to just use warp time to travel. However, in all of whatever I did day to day, I was the invisible things. I was dealing with people through telepathy. I had no employees to listen to. They never listened to me. I never told anybody what to do, but I was the director, never signed a check. You are supposed to believe that. I don't know how, but you're supposed to believe it. What else? Of course, we drum this story, Victor Bout is the monster of the world and all kind of things, but then they come to the bottom line. They said in 2004 I created a company somewhere in this world, not in my name, in somebody else's name. Although I was creating other companies in my name in the United States. And that got my attention. Why would they say that? And then I noticed that the U.S. attorney has committed perjury. He lied. Not me saying he lied and then he say, I don't know who's telling the truth. This is the indictment, folks. This is page 8 of the indictment. And this is paragraph 8. It's highlighted in red. You can read it. It says, on March 16, 2004, the United Nations Security Committee placed several individuals on travel ban. Both Victor Bout and Richard Chichakli were among those included at that time. March 2004. It's either this man on drugs or lying or falsifying record as part of the change policy of President Obama. They decide to change the dates and to forge the information. Because I was placed under those sanctions right there. That's the date. The end of 2005, 2 years later, at the orders of the United States, not by the United Nations. Why would he draw it back 2 years? Simple. Because they want to invent a case. They want to say, yes, this man was there. That's why he did this deal. I don't know what is it people can or cannot see, but if you cannot see this, you cannot see anything. That's all I can tell you. I wish you a good day. There will be plenty more coming up. Thank you.